Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the MCQs just from the gaseous state. Okay, before going to the own words, let's recall the various gas laws we have already learned. So first one is Boyle's law. So what's Boyle's law? Under constant temperature, the pressure inversely proportional to its volume, or PV is equal to constant. If this Boyle's law is applied for two different states, then the pressure volume relationship can be written as P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. And Charles law. What are the condition for Charles law? The pressure is kept constant. And the expression for Charles law is volume by temperature is constant. For Gay-Lussac law, condition is volume kept constant, and we are comparing the other two variables, that is pressure and temperature. The P by T is constant. If we combine these three gaseous laws, Boyle's law, Charles law and Gay-Lussac law, we have ideal gas equation, that is PV is equal to nRT or PV by T is equal to constant if N is a constant. And for this ideal gas equation for different states, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. Likewise, Avogadro hypothesis we have already learned. And Dalton's law of partial pressure. The total pressure of the system is equal to the individual pressures of the gases present inside the system. And Graham's law of diffusion is rate of diffusion is inversely proportional to square root of the molar mass of the particular gas. Okay, let's go to the topic. First one, equal weights of methane and oxygen are mixed in an empty container kept at 298 Kelvin. The fraction of total pressure exerted by oxygen is the fraction of total pressure exerted by oxygen. So we have to find the pressure exerted by the oxygen. So how to solve this problem? First, the mass of each gases is same. So mass of methane and mass of oxygen is same. So we have taken it as A. Okay. Then we have to find the number of moles. The number of moles of methane is, how do you calculate? A divided by 16, mass by molecular mass. The molecular mass of methane is 16, isn't it? For oxygen, its mass is 32. So number of moles of oxygen, A by 32. So the mole fraction of oxygen is number of moles divided by total number of moles. So A by 32 divided by A plus 16 plus A by 32. So the answer is A by 32 divided by 3A by 32. So 32 will be cancelled and AA also cancelled. So the answer is 1 by 3. So the partial pressure of oxygen is mole fraction of oxygen into total pressure. That is, mole fraction of oxygen is, we have just find it 1 by 3 into P. So answer is 1 by P. Okay. Next, a bottle of ammonia and a bottle of HCl is connected through a long tube are opened simultaneously at both ends. The white ammonium chloride ring first formed will be at the center of the tube, near the hydrogen chloride bottle tube, near the ammonia bottle, or throughout the length of the tube. So how to solve this problem? Before solving this problem, we have to understand the problem thoroughly. There are two bottles, A and B. Bottle A contains NH3 and bottle B contains HCl gas. And these two are connected through a tube. Let this be a tube, and the product formed the ammonium chloride, that is white in color. The region where the product is formed. They are asked about the region. So they are asking about whether the ammonium chloride is formed at the center of the tube or near the HCl bottle or NH3 bottle or throughout the entire tube. எல்லா பக்கமும் சேமாக ஃபார்ம் ஆகணும். இதை தான் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறோம். ஓகே, ஸோ எப்படி நம்ம இதை சால்வ் பண்ணுறது? First, the rate of diffusion is directly proportional to 1 by root of molar mass of the particular gas. We have already learned this in the Gram's law of diffusion, isn't it? So we have to apply this value. The molar mass of ammonia is 17 and for HCl it's 36.5. So by using this formula, if you find the rate of diffusion of ammonia and HCl, the value of ammonia is greater than that of HCl. So the fumes are formed near the hydrogen chloride bottle because ammonium gas ரொம்ப வேகமாக ஃப்ளோ ஆகி ஹெச்சிஎல் கிட்ட வந்துடும். பட் இந்த ஹெச்சிஎல்னுடைய ஃப்ளோ ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இருக்கிறதுனால, அந்த ரேட் ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இருக்கிறதுனால இந்த அம்மோனியா கேஸ் தான் சீக்கிரமாக ரீச் ஆகும். ஸோ நமக்கு ஹெச்சிஎல் பாட்டில் பக்கத்தில் தான் ப்ராடக்ட் நமக்கு ஃபார்ம் ஆகும். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின். The compressibility factor for carbon dioxide at 400 Kelvin at 71 bar is 0.8697. The molar volume of CO2 is, under this condition is, we have to find the molar volume. So what is compressibility factor? So compressibility results equal to PV by nRT. So they have given the Z value, pressure, R and temperature. So we have to find the volume. So V is equal to Z into nRT by P. So you substitute the values. Z is equal to 0.8697, number of moles is 1, 8.314, that's R value, divide into 400 Kelvin, that is temperature, divided by pressure 71. So the volume of CO2 is 0.41 decimeter cube. Okay. Next, if temperature and volume of an ideal gas is increased to twice its value, the initial pressure P becomes. So the temperature and volume is increased. So what will happen to the initial pressure? So how to solve this? We know for ideal gas for two system, P1 V1 by T1 equal to P2 V2 by T2. So what are the values given? T1 V1 P1 is given. And we have to find the P2 value if the temperature and volume is twice. ரெண்டையுமே டபுள் டைம் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணும்போது இனிஷியல் ப்ரெஷரில் என்ன சேஞ்ச் இருக்கும்? ஸோ ஃபார் P2 we can rearrange this equation into P2 is equal to P1 V1 by T1 into T2 by V2. So P1 V1 T1 into T2 by V1. So T2 and V2 is equal to 2T1 and 2V1. So this will cancel. T1 T1 cancel ஆயிரும், 2 cancel ஆயிரும், volume cancel ஆயிரும். So P2 is equal to P1. So the answer is C. Next question. At ideal temperature and pressure, the rate of diffusion of hydrogen gas is 3√3 times that of hydrocarbon having the molecular formula CnH2n minus 2. So what's the value of n? We have to find the n value of this hydrocarbon. So what's given? The rate of diffusion of hydrogen gas, 3√3 times of that hydrocarbon. So if you apply the Gram's law of diffusion for two gases, rate of hydrogen by rate of given hydrocarbon is equal to root of molar mass of hydrocarbon divided by molar mass of hydrogen. So the rate is 3√3 times. So they are given the rate ratio. So 3√3 equal to root of molar mass of that hydrocarbon divided by the molar mass of hydrogen is 2. We already know that. So for cancelling the square root, we are squaring both sides. So 3√3 whole square பண்ணும்போது 3 into 3√3. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. Okay. And for this M, C n H2n plus 2 square root cancel ஆயிரும். ஸோ இந்த 2 இங்கே இருக்கிறது இந்த பக்கம் கொண்டு வந்தீங்க அப்படின்னா 27 into 2 which is equal to MCN H2n minus 2. So 54 which is equal to molar mass of that particular hydrocarbon is number of carbon atoms n into mass of carbon atom is 12 plus number of hydrogen is 2n minus 2 and mass of each hydrogen is 1. So 54 is equal to 12n plus 2n minus 2. So 54 is equal to 14n minus 2. Therefore n is equal to 56 divided by 14 which is equal to 4. Next question. A flammable hydrocarbon gas of particular volume is found to diffuse through a small hole in 1.5 minutes. The diffusion time is 1.5 minutes. Under the same conditions of temperature and pressure, an equal volume of bromine vapor takes 4.73 minutes. Calculate the molar mass of the unknown gas and suggest what this gas might be. Okay, we have to find the molar mass of the unknown gas. They have given the ratios of the diffusion value. The molar mass of the bromine is 159.8 gram per mole. So simple, we have to just apply this value in the equation. So we know rate of diffusion which is equal to time taken. The ratio is equal to the ratios of time taken. So the time taken for the unknown hydrocarbon gas is 1.5 minutes and for bromine at the same conditions of temperature and pressure is equal to 4.73 minutes. So substitute this value, the time taken ratio for 4.73 divided by 1.5. So the answer is 3.5 minutes. We know this 3.15 is the diffusion ratio. So 3.15 which is equal to the square root of molar mass of bromine divided by molar mass of hydrocarbon. So from this we can calculate the molar mass of hydrocarbon by squaring and rearranging the molar mass of hydrogen which becomes left hand side. So the molar mass of hydrogen is equal to 159.8 gram divided by 3.15 whole square. So if you solve this you will get the molar mass of hydrocarbon is 16.1 gram. So 16, from this we can find the general formula of the hydrocarbon. So n, we don't know the number of carbon, so n into 12 plus number of hydrogen atom is 2n plus 2. The molar mass of hydrogen is 1 which is equal to 16. So 12n plus 2n plus 2 which is equal to 16. So 14n which is equal to 16 minus 2, 14n which is equal to 14, therefore n is equal to 1. So if you substitute this n value in this general formula Cn H2n plus 2, so Cn is equal to 1, for here n is equal to 1, so 2 plus 2 answer is 4, so CH4, that's methane. Okay, thank you students, thanks for watching. We shall discuss other topics in the next video.